Hello everyone, welcome to the video tutorial on machine learning. In the last video I have discussed about what is perceptron, what is the power of perceptron, and then I have also discussed how to update the weights of perceptron by using perceptron training rule. And in the last video I have told you that I will explain one more algorithm to update the training rule, that is delta rule, along with the gradient descent. So because delta rule gradient descent is the basis of delta rule. So first we need to understand what is gradient descent, then after that we can apply what is the delta rule algorithm, right? So the perceptron training rule can be applicable for only linearly separable example. If there is a non-linearly separable examples are there, then perceptron training rule will not work. So then we will switch to delta rule. Okay. So before going to the delta rule, first we should understand what is gradient descent. Okay. So the delta training rule is best understood by considering the task of training unthresholded perceptron, that is linear unit of the output O, which is given by the vector O. Output O is given by W vector, that is weight vector into input vector. Already we have seen this formula in the previous video. Thus, a linear unit corresponds to the stage of perceptron without threshold. Okay, linear unit is nothing but there is no threshold in the first stage of the perceptron. Okay, without threshold. In order to derive the weight learning rule of a linear units, let us begin by specifying a measure for training error of a hypothesis related to the training example. Okay, if we want to derive the weight learning rule for a learning units, we have to first check the training error. How much error is there in my training example? First we need to check this. So depending on this training error, which is there in training error is nothing but it is the error in the weight, yes or no, because we have assigned some random weights, for that only the error comes. Okay, hence it is called as training error. So first let us measure the training error, and depending on the training error, whether it is high error or low error, we can adjust our weight value. Okay, so always remember the error should be minimum or it is equal to 0. That is best one, yes or no. So error should be 0. So hence we need to always minimize the error. Okay, the main aim of this delta rule is minimizing the training error. If we minimize the training error, definitely our result is very good. Definitely we will reach the efficient result. Okay, although there are many ways to define this error. So to define this training error, there are many ways, but one common rule that we are taking is this one, that is error of weight is equal to half of the summation of TD minus OD square. This is called as squared error. Okay, differentiated square error. Okay, because here we have difference, we have taken difference between TD minus OD and square. Okay, hence it is called as, okay, as you can see, half of the square difference. Okay, half of the square difference between TD and OD. Okay, half of the square difference between TD and OD. So let us see what is this TD. TD is nothing but the target output. Okay, target output from the training example. This D is nothing but training example. This D is nothing but data set. Okay, set of training example, and TD is nothing but it is a target. Okay, target of that training example, minus OD is nothing but the output that we got just now. Okay, consider target is 100 and the output what we got from our example is 70. Okay, that means 30, my difference is 30 error is 30% of error is there, that we need to remove. Okay, that we need to remove. So look at this, the target output is 100 and we also got, in our output we also got 100. So that is 100 minus 100 is 0, 0 square is 0, 0 into anything is 0, that means error is 0. Okay, I think you got the point now. So that means always we want to minimize the difference between TD and OD, target and expected. Okay, target and our output, what we get now. Okay, this EW, by the definition it is nothing but it is simply the half of the square difference between target output and the linear unit of output. Target output and the OD is nothing but linear unit of output. Okay, so half of the squared difference between target output and linear unit of output. Okay, and always this difference should be equal to 0 or nearly it should be equal to 0. Yeah. Of course, E also depends on the set of training example, particular set of training example, but we assume these are the fixed during training. So, we do not bother to write E as an explicit function of this. Okay. So, let us visualize that gradient descent algorithm first in a 3-dimensional space. Okay. So, this is the actual figure or actual view of gradient descent algorithm in a 3-dimensional view. Okay, 3-dimensional plane. So, here EW, okay, EW error, we have taken two weights here, W0 and W1. This vertical axis indicates the error, okay, and the horizontal axis, this one indicates the W0 value. We have 4 values, 2, 1, 0 and -1, and for W1 we have 6 values. Okay. So, here we have maximum error, and as I change the weight values here, the error came down. Okay. And at particular point we will get the error as 0 here, somewhere here. So, we will get the error as 0, and then I will take the W1 value here, and what is the according to that we will take W0 value also. Consider this is at this point error is 0. Okay. So, here I can say like this, straight, and yeah, of course here. Okay. So, here you take W1 value as well as W0 value, and that actual point we will call it as a best weights for our training example, because error is 0. Okay. Here it is error. Okay. So, error is 0, like this you take the line straight away here, and you can see the value of W0 and W1 at this moment. Okay. So, actually this is 3 dimension, it is not straight line, it is like this. Okay. It is a slant line like this, a diagonal line. Okay. Okay. So, here the axis W0, W1 represents the two weight values, and EW represents the error. Okay. So, as this is a specific parabola, okay, this is parabolical shape. So, somewhere in the point, okay, we will get the E value as equal to 0 or nearly equal to 0. So, that is actually where we will get the error value as 0. That will be searched by our gradient descent algorithm. Okay. So, as I said, gradient descent, what gradient descent will do? It will search it from this space, okay, from this hypothesis space, it will search the point, okay, where error is 0, and in that point it will take the value of W1 as well as value of W0. Okay. That is actually the job of gradient descent algorithm, which minimizes the error. Okay. Okay, in this hyperbolic plane or in this parabolic plane. Okay. So, this is the derivation of gradient descent rule. Okay, as you can see here. So, gradient descent, this is actually the representation how we can write the gradient descent for error. So, this is you can say call it as delta of E, that is error of vector, is nothing but partial differentiation. I think you know dou. Okay, dou you can call it as dou, because in mathematics you can call it as delta as well as dou, partial differentiation, okay, or derivatives. I think you know better than me, right? So, dou E by dou W0, dou E by dou W1, like this up to dou E by dou W1. The meaning is calculate the error for each of the weight values. Okay, and all these are called as and together it is called as the vector value, that error vector value for W1. Okay. So, this is the formula, and the direction can be found by computing the derivative of E. So, that is weight vector, it is called as weight vector, and this arrow indicates it is a vector quantity, direction will be there, value will be there as well as direction will be there. Okay. So, next, and we know this already, and also this delta W0 is delta W vector is given by the formula minus eta delta E of W. Okay, minus eta delta E of W, where eta is a positive constant, it is called as learning rate, you already know it. The negative sign here, negative sign represents present because we want to move the weight vector in a decreasing direction of error. Okay, so negative sign indicates that we want to move the weight vector, or we want to move the weight in such a way that error should be reduced. Okay, negative indicates that error should be decreasing format, or error should be in a reduction format. Okay, that's why we have represented it as minus. Minus means decreasing, always decreasing. What? Decreasing the error value. Okay, so now this delta E of W, we already have the formula delta E of W. So apply this formula here. Okay, so it becomes the delta weight equal to weight I plus in place of delta Wi we can apply the formula, that is dou E by dou Wi. Okay, so clearly from the previous from this we can derive this. Okay, so now we have the formula. Okay, already we know the dou E by dou Wi equal to dou E by dou W half. Okay, this formula of, show you this formula. Okay, so in this formula we apply the partial differentiation now. After applying partial differentiation, it becomes like this: 1 by 2 is constant, take it outside, and this becomes a dou partial differentiation of this value. Square means you can take 2 here, and it becomes Td minus Od. Again dou by dou W of Td minus Od. Okay, so 2 get cancelled here, so it remains Td minus Od, and this again you have to do partial differentiation. So once you do partial differentiation here, so it becomes Td constant, and Od we can write it as O. Already you know the vector value. O is nothing but, so here it is, O is nothing but W into x. Okay, W x vector into x vector. So that same value we have written here. So it is W into W vector into x d vector, and this is all constant, and minus sign remains as it is in the constant value, it is ignored. So minus x d is the answer when you do this. Okay, minus x d is the answer, and we got the value of dou E by dou W. Now simply apply it in this formula. Okay, so it becomes neta of summation of d belongs to d, Td minus Od x. Okay, summation of, from the equation 4.5, in this, from this equation, so we can call it as neta of neta into summation of Td minus Od into xt. So minus sign get cancelled here. Look at this. In 4.5, here also neta is there with minus symbol, and here this is having minus symbol. Minus into minus, it becomes plus. So you will get this form. Okay, this is the equation. Okay, so I request all of you to derive this. Okay, so here in the PPT I can't derive it, so I request all of you to go through this and derive it. Okay, so this is about the gradient descent, and this is the algorithm of gradient descent. Whatever I have explained just now, all these things are there in the algorithm format. Okay, so I request all of you to go through this. Okay, this example. Thank you.